soy el fuego que...
Hey everybody, welcome back to your Realtor Sensei Show. I am Sandra Jarregis Lapitz, and I'm today with me is Nick Krem. Nick,
what's going on, Sandra? Thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, I'm so happy to have you back today.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that Nick, from nothing, it's now in 50 states and 10 countries in less than 3 years. That is amazing. So Nick, tell us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, so like you said, it's crazy to think in less than 3 years that it's been able to grow so much. And for us, my backstory, I guess you could say, I started off as a caller doing the things that most agents don't want to do. And I was doing it for 15 hours a day, 8 a.m. on the East Coast to 8 p.m. on the West Coast, right? Dialing all day. You name a CRM, I was in the back end of it. I really credit a lot of what we've been able to do to that time, because calling 15 hours a day, learning people's brands, learning people's differentiating factors, the emails, the text messages, videos and platforms. I was able to learn that very quickly because I was just thrown into it, right? So for me, it was started off as a caller, started pretty much managing the call center. And, about 2.5, 3 years ago, decided to start building our own brand, started our own company. And like you said, in less than 3 years, I wish I could say zero on ads, but we spent like $200 on ads, and it's all been through organic content and organic content growth, all 50 states and 10 other countries. So it's really amazing.
It is amazing, and I've been following you, and I see your success, and that's why you're here. So tell us, what is your why?
Well, I'll tell you what, for me right now, that's an easy answer because I just did it yesterday. As much quality time with my family as I can. It's little things like being able to go out to eat with my mom when she's on vacation in the middle of the day and having the freedom to do that. When my aunt comes down, because I have a really large family. My mom had 13 brothers and sisters, I have over 40 or so first cousins. So there's always something going on, and I want to be there for it. So for me, my why is creating a life that I don't need a vacation from, creating a life where it's constantly freedom, being able to spend more time with family.
That is very important. And I think to get to that point, it's not difficult. It's there for everybody. You just have to use it. You have to know how to use it, and also to follow people that they are doing it, and you will be there. So it's true. So talk to us about creating content to grow your business. And I know that's all what we see in it, and I trying to do that as well.
Oh, you're crushing it. I mean, for me, content, I feel like people make it more difficult than it has to be, right? For us, something that I love to do is systematize creativity. I know those words usually don't go together because creatives are over here and systems are over on this side. But if you can systematize creativity and follow a process each time for your content, it makes it 10 times easier. And for me, when I started looking at our content strategy and figuring out where we are, where we need to go, it became so much simpler. And I'll tell you what, just a quick tip, the easiest videos to shoot and a lot of times the most effective are these interviews right here, right? Being able to interview other people, gain a larger audience, speak to other people in the real estate industry, speak to local lenders. It's a great platform to be able to do it. And you know what? I love seeing you on here, Sandra. I love tuning in, get my real estate sensei, get my content in. So appreciate you having me on and bringing me on here.
Well, without your help, I wouldn't be here, to tell you the truth. For me, it was even difficult to look at the camera and say, can I do a video? Can I do a live? Do I have a content?
Yeah.
But you facilitate a lot to be able to do that.
Right.
And that's what I think is very important to people, because we think that we can go ahead and do it all. We can't. Once you give the tools, which you have them, that's where we should take opportunity of what we're getting from.
Yeah, and you're 100% right there. And for us, there's an old saying that you had to make it easy enough for a second grader to use it. Nowadays with technology, second graders are better than us with it, right? So I like making things that my grandma can use. So that way it's nice and simple and you're able to take action. Because at the end of the day, if I can't take action and be crystal clear on what the objective is and be able to do it, then it doesn't work. And chances are by the time you figure it out, the algorithms and everything changes anyways, right? So it's staying up to date, keeping consistent with it, and being able to just say, hey, here are the 2 to 3 things that I need to do this week.
Yeah, and if you are able to get from someone ready, which is your company, what you do, you've been helping, and like I said, I have been seeing how many people you've been helping to get out there with these interviews.
Man, I don't know that number. It's a lot of people, and I'll tell you what, my only, I guess, gripe or something is StreamYard doesn't have affiliate links. Man, if they had affiliate links, we'd be killing it, because for the last 4 years, we've been pushing StreamYard. It's an amazing platform. And, you know, for me, it's we wrote a book on this, The Community Champ, and it's really about adding value to the community and continuing to build local businesses, local lenders, and helping bring everybody up. So I love the interviews because a lot of times, don't get me wrong, I do my solo videos. But in an interview like this, Sandra, you brought me onto your platform. It's amazing. Everybody who's on your platform is now listening to me as well. And having the ability to now do that with local business, with people that we know, mom and pop shops, lenders, I think it's an amazing asset and, you know, a great opportunity to be able to give back to the community.
Yes, it is. And it is very important because that's the way that the community will know you're there.
Exactly. Yep.
If you will younger self, what would you change?
If I can go back in time and tell myself something. See, here's the thing. Younger me, I would love to say he would listen. But what I would tell myself is you don't have to be the one to go through the tough time to learn from the tough time. Basically, listen to your mentors and just say, that's the right thing to do because they're at where I want to go. That's one of my biggest things, is being able to just ask, what's the next step? And then they give me the next step, and I don't have to go try to run against the wall 100 times until I figure it out the one time. I would always tell myself I have to learn the hard way. Why? Don't learn the hard way, learn the easy way. Copy the best person in the room and you're good to go. So maybe not in school, that wouldn't be the best advice. Well, anyways, but just, yeah, you know, we don't get paid more to figure it out ourselves. So if I can ask an expert in that specific criteria, I'll do that every single time.
Yeah. And you know, surround yourself with better people.
Exactly.
So that's where you go and learn from them. And that's, for me, that has been the last year has been probably the best, to just listen and to be like surround myself with all these top producers, very successful. And if it would not be from EXP, I wouldn't be able to be even there.
Right.
Not even sitting with some people that I never, 21 years of real estate, I never thought that I would be surrounded with that kind of top producers that we get.
And it's all over the country. And it's, you know, a lot of times we hear about our partners and it's, can you call them though? That's the other thing I always say. All these people in the group, you can message them. Everybody's really responsive. It's amazing atmosphere that we've been able to create. And to me, it's, you're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. Pick any 5 in this group and you're doing pretty dang good.
Yes, I agree with you. And I love it. And and that was my next question to you is, how does being part of EXP and the Honey Badgers makes you feel? What it brought to your success?
So here, I actually got a Honey Badger tattoo.
Did you?
I did, yes. And some people ask, if you leave the company or if it's for work, then the tattoo doesn't mean anything. And to me, the Honey Badger means so much more than just a place we work with and the group that we're with. To be a Honey Badger really means something. To be a part of EXP really means something. And I'll say, how does it make me feel? It makes me feel like we could take on the world because we're doing it together. We're not doing it alone. Something I love to realize, I was just thinking about this the other day. I used to go to sleep with questions and concerns about what I'm doing next. And then you're nervous and you stay up all night. Now I go to sleep with answers and excitement because I know what I'm supposed to do next, because I just have to ask the person ahead of me. There's always somebody ahead of you here. So it's amazing. And you're able to actually reach out to them. So for me, I love it. I go to sleep with answers, excitement, wake up, ready to go.
Yeah, it's an open book and it's collaboration.
Yeah.
Which I never, like I said, I never had that before. I feel very blessed with what I have now. And I'm here also to do the same for everybody else.
Yeah.
Here in Naples or anywhere that we will be. I want to be for everybody. Opening countries, maybe I will open my country next.
I like it. I like it, Sandra. You heard it here first.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to open my country.
Yeah.
It's really amazing what we can do there. So, what will be your advice for all these new agents?
New agents, don't make it more difficult. Don't chase shiny objects. Make your calls and shoot videos. If you do those two things, your business will grow, right? Don't make it more difficult than it has to be. There's no shiny, like the shiny objects don't work unless you work, right? That's one thing I learned at the call center. If there wasn't a brand with the calling, it wouldn't work as well. If we just had a brand without the calling, it doesn't work as well. Every single day, if you have 2 actions you have to take, make dials and shoot a video. Super simple, and just take that every single day. And it's not sexy, it's not cool to just be like, oh, I'm gonna make my dials, I'm gonna shoot a video. But I'll tell you what, I'd much rather cash a bigger check than buy a fancy system. Systems work, but unless you're not, if you're not working, it won't work for you. So start there and then be able to build.
Now, including myself.
Yeah.
It's hard to find content to do the videos every day. I wake up every morning and I'm saying, okay, what I'm going to say today in a video.
Yeah.
How can you tell everybody, including me, that what will be the easiest way to do those videos? What will be your advice?
At least start with once a week interview, right? Once a week interview people who, especially if you're brand new, interview people who are already experts. You just have to ask a couple questions and you look like the expert. So that's a great place to start. And as far as content goes, for me, it's reading different books and picking out that one line that stuck out to me. I'll shoot a video on that. When you're laying at night and then the stars align when you're in bed, and I text myself whatever I just thought so that I could shoot a video later. There's no as far as creating the content goes, I think it's really important to understand real estate is what we do and not who we are. People buy into us because of who we are, right? We have the systems and everything to back it up, but on social media, it's the emotion that pulls people in. So don't be afraid to get outside of real estate when you're posting your content too. So
will you advise to, let's say you are in family, just shoot a video that you are enjoying and also showing the freedom that we get.
Yeah.
Be now owner business and say, yes, I'm with my family. I have free time to it.
Yeah. And it's just understanding that there's pillars to the brand. The brand sits up top. And if we're only doing real estate, it's shaky. It's not stable. It's a little bit of personal life and mindset, real estate, and then your niche. You get those and then you got a stable brand. So make sure that you do mix it up and just add, like you said, family time is always great, right? If you have a baby or a dog, people love that too. Just throw that out.
I will have to use the family, kids, and everybody.
Yeah.
Sometimes I said, is it important to do a video from the family? And I say, who cares about it? And I don't do it. That's where a lot of agents stop and say, do I need to put all that? So how can you lose that? How can you?
And I'll tell you what, I shifted my thinking on this too. Recently I had a buddy pass away a couple months ago. And the first thing that I said, and I feel like I say this every time, is I wish I had more videos with them, right? I wish I had more pictures. And for me, it's understanding that all these videos I'm posting, 10 generations from now, if they want to look up their great, whatever, granddad, Nick Krem, they'll be able to go on here and get a copy cutout of what I was, because I'm constantly posting content and videos and what I'm doing. So a lot of times I like thinking a little bit bigger than just real estate right now. Will it make you money? Yes. But you know what? When my family wants to look back on it and see all the videos and see exactly what I was doing, that's going to live on forever. So I think that's really cool to think about too, and just documenting the journey and just what's going on in our lives. And you know what? Every now and then it's cool to go back and see different places that you were at too. So the documentation, I was never big on it. But when I realized how important it was, not just to the brand and business, but to your legacy, it became an absolute no-brainer.
And that's what I'm thinking. And that's why I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to share what I'm doing, because those moments won't come back.
No, you're right.
They will be there in the video for maybe the little ones see it, like you said, and it's amazing. I know that some people will say, "Wow, well, we don't care," but we do.
Yeah. Hey, and if people don't care, they're not trying to grow, so they can kick rocks anyways. So, but yeah, no, you're 100% right. It's, you know what? At the end of the day, I love doing it, and when I realize something makes me money, I like doing it even more. Right? So you come up with your content, you have a great content strategy, and I'll tell you what, videos that make money, I'll do that every single day.
Well, I want to get there.
Yeah.
Like I am going to coach with you because I want to get there.
Yeah.
Well, what would you say to like your 30-second elevator pitch will be for all the realtors?
People are sold based on emotion and justify with logic. Make sure we're leading with emotion and we're speaking in story language. It's not always just about here's the 3 things you need to do to sell your home quicker. 95% of people aren't even going out there to buy or sell. So when you go out here you go, Sandra. Our competition on social media, booties and babies. On Instagram, it's all these models. On Facebook, it's family and babies. So before, like when you're going to make a video, just say, would somebody watch this video instead of scrolling past an Instagram model, right? Or scrolling past my cousin who just had a kid. Well, I watch your video. So, it's great to post 5 things to do to sell your home fast. But I'll tell you what, if you tell me a story about it, I would tune into that. So
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah.
One day I will tell my story to everybody.
I love it.
Well, I want to give a big thank you to Nick Krem. And if you want to know more about him, it's Nick Krem. Also, that work? No,
.com. NickKrem.com.
And thank him. I am here doing my interviews. So reach out to him. He will guide you to be able to do what I'm doing. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much for having me.
Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.